Oh, and Pohlman puts it in the wall hard, and Emery does the same.
This track's really tricky, Blake. You got to find your groove quick, or you're going to get left behind.
Oh, Emac does the same thing. Looks like there's going to be a lot of cautions here tonight. Oh, and Richard says, "Get out the way, Pohlman. It's time for me to go to the front."
The one thing I really do like about this track is it's two groove. You can run the bottom if you can make it stick, and the high
sound muted.
Momentum is a really momentum track, and I just want to see what the winner chooses.
Yeah, Grant looks like he's running the top right now with Petey Bryan, not far back. And in third, you're going to have Conant. Fourth, you're going to have Austin Davis. Oh, and Nading's going to come up to fourth.
Yeah, I'm really liking this three-way battle for third. We got Nading on the bottom, and then Davis right behind Conant, and let's just see who can hang on.
Yeah, it looks like Nading's going to go for the slide job on Davis here pretty soon. Oh, but Davis puts in the wall, and Nading's going to go by with ease. It looks like there's some hard racing up front right now.
Hayden Richardson took the number 8 spot from Jim Emery.
Yep, and Mitch Moeller and Laydon Pohlman look like they're dropping back a bit, but they might be just saving tires. You never know. These 100 lappers are a long way. I mean, you got a lot of laps to get to the front.
That's the last thing you want to do is, you know, fight for position on lap 6. I mean, you know, just save it for the end.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, you got Grant Ryals and Petey Bryan having a great battle for the number 1 spot. But you look back and you got Austin Davis, Austin Conant, and Dirt Nading. I mean, they're all right there. And here comes J.C. Floyd, a newcomer to R Factor actually, and a newcomer to Too Fast Motorsports. He's not letting him leave him too bad. I mean, for being on a controller, he's staying right with them, right with the veterans here.
Yeah, I'm really watching this battle between Hayden Richards and Jim Emery right here, and as they're coming up on EMAC, see if EMAC can hold them off. But Jim is coming on strong, coming off of 4.
Yeah, he missed the heat races and everything, tagged the back, and he looks like he's coming to the front fairly quickly for not having any laps on this racetrack.
Jim's a veteran at this game. Just give him a couple laps and he'll find the line and head to the front.
Yeah, Jim's definitely a veteran. I mean, you got. I mean, there's not really that many newcomers in this race, and what's really surprising is one of the newest comers is actually running. Looks like in 7th place right now. J.C. Floyd, I believe he's running. No,
yeah, he just moved up to 6th.
Moved up to 6th. Yeah. 5th now. 5th. I mean,
him and Nadig's battle for that 5th spot.
Yep, and he's new to this. This is maybe his 5th month running R Factor. I mean, Grant Ryals, he's only been racing for about 8-9 months, and he's already one of the fastest out here. It looks like. I mean, you got Austin Davis back there in 3rd, Petey Bryan in 2nd.
I'm really liking this battle, between EMAC and Laydon Pohlman. They're coming up on Jim Emery quick with 2 different lines.
Yeah, it's surprising though. Emery started all the way back in, I think it was the number 12 spot. Yep, started all the way back in 12th, and he's already up to 7th. I mean, he is, he's definitely a veteran, and he's one of the oldest in this race, and he's showing these young guns that he can still run right with them.
This side-by-side battle between Dirt, Nading, and Austin Conant, it's getting really close. JC seems to have a malfunction. I don't know what happened to his car there.
Timed out.
Oh, that sucks. He was really running good.
Dirt Nading as well.
I think someone might have lost connection there. I heard someone timed out. So that was either Nading or J.C. Floyd, probably. Looks like Emery, Pohlman, and EMAC are going to have a pretty good battle here in a second. They're all right there.
As we get back to your leader, Grant Ryals, he's really holding his own against Petey Bryan, but Petey Bryan is right on his bumper.
Yeah, they're having a great battle for first. I mean, Grant qualified on the pole, won his heat race. I mean, he's won his dash. He's been flying all night. But Petey Bryan ain't been far back. I mean, he just made a little mistake, though, and Grant got about 4 car lengths on him. Austin Davis is waiting for them two to take each other out. He said he's waiting for him to mess up a little bit so he can get up there and battle, too. Oh, and Jim Emery puts it in the wall hard. And Pohlman's going to go by him on the bottom, it looks like. It looks like Emac's going to drop back to last as well. I think he hit the wall and got pushed back a little bit.
Emac, I mean, he looks like he's taking it easy. He's not trying to throw it in there too hard, trying to come off straight on the corners. I think he's saving it for the end.
Yeah. I think it's Grant. Oh, something has happened to Emac.
We got a
looks
yellow.
like he's slowing on the bottom. He got a yellow flag out. And they're going to grid up with Grant Ryals on the front, Petey Bryan second, Austin Davis third. Looks like it's going to be
Jim Emery fourth.
Jim Emery fourth.
Laydon Pohlman fifth. Hayden Richards sixth. Mitch Moeller seventh.
Yep. And who do we got eighth? It's going to be Austin Conant eighth and Emac Man ninth. And are they going to grid up double file or single file here?
I really like to see a double file.
Yeah, double file restart would be good. Looks like Austin's going to go back up to his number 4 spot. He must have got taken out under yellow, it looks like, maybe. Tyler, will you go down to the other channel and see if they're gridding up double for me real quick? Yep, looks like they're doubling up right now, actually. It looks like it's going to be Petey Bryan on the outside, Austin Davis on the inside. Grant's got some HFME behind him. Oh, and coming off the 4, it's going to be Grant Ryals. Oh, it's going to be Grant Ryals, Austin Davis, Petey Bryan. Oh, it's going to be a great battle for the top 4 here. They're going double file.
Yep.
They went double file, and it's going to be Petey Bryan second, Austin Davis third, Austin Conant fourth. Grant Ryals looks like he might be slowing down a little bit, maybe trying to save some tires. I mean, before they were leaving Davis, and looks like Petey Bryan and Grant have kind of slowed down a bit.
Yeah, you got Austin Davis up there, who just smacked the wall hard.
Austin Davis hits the wall very hard.
They should have opened up the door for Austin Conant, and it is right on his heel. Here we go into turn 3.
Looks like Davis blocked him a little bit there, but Conant's still pushing on his back door a lot, so who knows what's going to happen here in a minute.
Laydon Pohlman making it work on that bottom against Jim Emery.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
And
he takes it away from him.
Yeah. Pohlman has moved up to the number 5 spot with Emery 6th, Richards 7th. And it looks like Emac's going to go for the pass on Moeller for 8th here.
Little tap from Austin Conant to Austin Davis.
He says, move over, boys. It's time for me to go to the front. And you need to stop blocking, it looks like.
Austin's just itching to get up there. Oh, and he slips off the track. I think that's going to be a yellow. Yes, it is.
A yellow on that one? Yep. It's going to be a yellow flag is out. They're going to double up again. And is Bryan going to pick the outside or inside? Probably the outside. I mean, the outside's been a dominant line all night. But it looks like Pohlman's been making that bottom work as well. So, I mean,
User left your channel.
It looks like too close.
User joined your channel.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Davis on the bottom, Bryan on the top for 2nd and 3rd. Then it looks like it's going to be Pohlman on the bottom, Emery on the top for 2nd, 3rd row back. Richards on the top, Moeller on the bottom, Emac on the top, and Conant on the, or Emac on the bottom, Conant on the top.
It's a tough break for Conant.
Yeah, he was running 4th. He's got a lot of ground to make up now. And rolling off in corner number 4 is going to be Grant Ryals with 69 laps to go. Grant said he wants to lead he told me last night he wanted to lead every lap of this race. And it looks like he's put on a pretty dominant performance so far. Let's see if he can do it. Oh, and Pohlman just getting that bottom to work hard. I mean, he is. Oh, and Emery puts Davis in the wall hard with a rough slide job.
Oh, we got a slide job coming back from Davis.
Oh, and Davis is a slider back, and it's going to stick. They're going to come off of 2 side by side.
Another slide job on Emery, and he gives him a little love tap.
Yeah, but Emery ain't going to let up on that one. He's getting ready to show Davis he's been here longer, and it's his time to shine. Oh, and Emery goes flipping. looks like, is there going to be a yellow on that one? Yep, looks like there's a yellow out. It's going to be Ryals, Petey, Bryan, Laydon, Pohlman now up to third. Laydon started like 8th, I think it was, and already up to third. Davis 4th, Conant 5th. Conant back up to 5th already, only in 4 laps. I mean, he's moving. They're going to double up again. It's going to be Laydon on the inside, Petey, Bryan on the out, Conant on the inside, Davis on the out, Moeller, Richards, Emack, and Emery. Tough break for Emery as well. I mean, he was battling with 3rd place there. They're going to be going off.
Grant Ryals and Petey, Bryan. I mean, they're just too fast on the starts.
They get a great jump on the starts. They went in 3 wide in a 4-on-1 there, and it turned out well for some of them, but for Mitch Moeller, it just... Oh, and Austin Davis hits the wall hard. Here comes Conant, trying to get up to Pohlman. Already got by Davis. Conant is now going for 3rd. Was back to 9th only 6 laps ago, back in 9th. Oh, and Davis hits the wall again hard. And Pohlman's going to get by Davis as well. And Conant gets in the wall hard as well. Pohlman's going to back Conant, and Pohlman's going to move up to 3rd.
I just don't know if he's going to use up too much tires down on the bottom, Blake.
Yeah, I mean, it all depends, though. I mean, sometimes the top will kill him a little worse than the bottom, depending on the track. I mean, Pohlman looks like he's running it in very deep, though, so that might hurt him. I mean, he's throwing it way sideways. It looks like Emery's beating on the back door of... Oh, Emery already got by Richards. Emery is now up to 7th, I believe, now. Oh, 6th, I'm sorry. Here comes Petey, Bryan again, trying to get a good run off of 2 for Grant Ryals. Them two have just been consistent and fast the entire race.
Oh, they've really ran away. Oh, Austin Conant into the wall. Davis right behind him, trying to make a move. Here goes a slide job in his 1 and 2. Can he hold it? He does it. Makes it stick.
It's going to be a dirty slider. Barely makes it. Almost dirty. Oh, and Conant's going to keep his spot, but Pohlman's still down there.
That's a little rubbing his racing, boys.
Yeah. Here comes Conant. Going to get a great run, and Davis is going to tap the wall. Let's see if he can get by him going into 3. Pohlman's still down there. He's just waiting for them two to mess up a little more, and he'll get back to his 3rd place position.
Petey, Bryan 3rd, Austin Davis 4th, Austin Conant 5th, Laydon, Pohlman 6th, Jim Emery 7th, Hayden Richards 8th, Too Fast Moeller 9, Dirt Nation.
Austin Davis looks like he's got a great run coming off of 2, and he's gonna put a couple lengths between him and Conant. Pohlman's still down there, though. It looks like Pohlman's tires are just starting to wear away, or maybe he's just taking it easy down there because he's slowed down pretty substantially.
Well, we got your second. The distance between 2nd and 3rd is a 3-second lead.
Yeah, that's Grant and Petey, Bryan have put on a great performance, and they're both checking out on the field pretty hard. I mean, they have been door to door for 40 something laps now. I mean, it's for 50 laps now. They've been door to door. Neither one of them's got an edge. I mean, you can tell Petey, Bryan's just waiting for Grant to make one little mistake for him to get by. Oh, and he's gonna push him coming off a 4. Davis is putting a little room on Conant now. Oh, but Davis puts it in the wall hard. He had about a 5-length lead, and he's down to about 2.5 now. Emery's coming up on Pohlman pretty fast, though. Looks like your order is going to be Grant Ryals. Oh, they're coming up on a little bit of lap traffic. Oh, Petey Bryan taps the wall hard. It's going to be Grant Ryals, Petey Bryan, Austin Davis, Austin Conant, Laydon Pohlman, Jim Emery, Hayden Richards, Mitch Muller, and Emacoman are going to be your top 9. Davis is hanging out really sideways. Conant's picking up a little bit in the corners, but it looks like Davis is getting a great run coming off. Hayden Richards is going to hit the wall pretty hard coming off of 4. I mean, you got Mr. Consistency. Or actually, no, that's not Mr. Consistency, ladies and gentlemen. That's Kid Consistency on the front row.
Oh, got a yellow, Blake.
Yellow out. And it's going to be Grant Ryals, Petey Bryan, Austin Davis, Austin Conant. Or actually, it looks like Austin Conant might have been involved in that one. Looks like it's going to go to Grant Ryals, Petey Bryan, Austin Davis, Laydon Pohlman? No, Jim Emery, Laydon Pohlman, Hayden Richards, Mitch Muller. Austin Conant's going to go back to 9th yet again. Austin's had a great running car all night, just had some bad luck. That's twice this race. He just had to go to the tail. What do you think about Emac, Tyler? Is he saving tires or what? I mean,
I would have to believe so, Blake. This isn't really like Emac. I think he's just letting the guys up there battle, and then I'm gonna say 30 laps towards the end, he's gonna start turning up the heat.
Yeah. Oh, they're gonna come off 3 wide, coming off of 4. They're gonna make that. At one point, I think it was made into 4 wide for a second.
Jim Emery coming up on Austin Davis, gonna try to split the difference.
Yeah, he's going to try to get up into that 3rd place position. But Pohlman's running that bottom and get a great run coming off as well. Oh, and Conant gets a good run. He's already up to, let's see, 6th place Conant is up to already.
It's tight racing right here.
Yeah, really close racing. There's grooves on the bottom, grooves on the top. But, oh, and Conant puts
Richards passed Conant.
Yep. Conant puts in the wall hard and Richards gets by. Pohlman looks like he's maybe out of tires.
Jim Emery to the bottom. And he gets a little loose coming off, but he gathers it back up.
Oh, and Pohlman's going to go for the bottom, and they're going to make it 3 deep actually now. Oh, and here comes Richards coming up on Emac, but Emac says no way. Emac looks like he kicked it in high gear. He's all the way up to looks like 6th.
Yeah, Emac's coming. I guess that was a strategy.
Yeah, it looks like Emac is saving a little bit of tire on that.
Austin Davis gets up in the grass and hits the wall.
Austin Davis hits the wall hard. Looks like Austin Davis is going to be out of this one. Looks like it's going to be Grant Ryals, Petey Bryan, Jim Emery now up to 3rd, Laydon Pohlman 4th. Oh, Laydon Pohlman's going to go for the pass on the bottom. Emacoman's going to move up to 5th place now.
Oh, we've got a caution.
We got a caution. It's going to be Petey Bryan 2nd on the outside. Emery inside. Pohlman outside. Pohlman's going to actually take the inside. Emac to the outside, Muller to the inside, Conant to the outside, and Hayden Richards in the middle of the back.
Blake, I think this restart's going to be different than anyone we've seen tonight. We've got Jim Emery up there, and I think he's going to take notice of Petey Bryan.
Yeah, I mean Jim's got a good shot. I mean he's a well veteran on this game. He's been playing probably longer than most of the guys in this race, and he's getting ready to show him that he's not too old to win it.
An old dog can still show you new tricks.
Yeah. Looks like Emac's coming too. I mean, and
Jim in the wall.
In the wall. Emac's going to go by. Emac's going to move up to 4th position now.
Comes down on Emery. They touch, gather it back together, and into 3.
It's going to be Emac in the number 4 position still. Emery 5th. Richards is on the bottom now. Richards looks like he's figured something out. And Conant and Moeller touch. Conant gets in the wall.
Blake, our leader's right here. I think Petey is coming up on Grant Ryals.
Yeah, they're right there again. I mean, they've been door to door the entire race. I mean, they're like a mirror. 1 and 2 have just been, neither one have messed up. I think Pohlman thinks he might have something for him. I mean, looks like he's saving tires a little bit. He kicked it back in high gear again. And Emery's going to go by Emac on the top.
I'll see that.
Looks like Conant's going to get by Richards and Moeller. Conant's going to move up into the number 6 position now. Oh, gets a little sideways. It's a close race for first right now. I mean, they are literally...
It really is.
They're rubbing door to door.
Touch right there coming off the 2.
Oh, and
Pick up a little bit.
Get a good run. He's going to push Grant down the front stretch. Grant looks like he's getting a little more sideways than Bryan, and I think Petey's picking up on that. Just getting a little better run on him.
Grant gets real loose coming off the 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grant's real loose in the turns.
Yep, and
I think it's...
Petey's beating on his back bumper like crazy. I mean, they're so close. You could.
Grant in the wall. Here comes Petey Bryan for the lead.
A little bit. It's going to be a good one. Coming off of 2, it's going to be Grant still in the lead. I mean, he gave Bryan a little rub and slowed him down just enough to keep the lead. And Grant is looking for. He's only had 1 win this year, and he's looking for win number 2. I believe Petey Bryan's got a couple wins this year in Sim Fans and HFM leagues.
Grant's got a real battle on his hands. Petey is right there, and he is not letting up.
No, he's rubbing on his quarter every lap. They're having a very, very close battle. I mean, you couldn't fit another car near him. Grant gets really sideways, and Bryan's going to check up a little bit, put it right on the back bumper of Grant, push him down the back straightaway. Emery's now moving up to 3rd. Emery looks like he's moving pretty good. Conant's catching Emac to take over the number 5 position. Richards is trying to get by Moeller, take over the number 7 position. And they're still they're having a great battle for the first place spot with 19 laps to go now. It's anybody's race at this point. I mean, they are so dead even.
Here goes Petey Bryan for the slide job.
For the slide job, and Grant is Grant's gonna do the crossover and get back by. Push him up in the wall a little bit and get back by him. It's gonna be Grant Ryals coming off of 4 to take lap number 82. Only 18 to go now. Grant looks like he's getting really loose, and Petey looks like he's keeping the car a little straighter. I think that's where Grant's going to lack a little bit on him. But, I mean, there's 17 laps to go now, and Grant's led every lap so far. Oh,
Petey in the wall. There it is.
Petey in the wall hard. Going to get about 2 lengths back on Grant.
Grant's running that lower line. He hasn't run that line all race, and Petey's running the same line he always has, and that's paying off.
Yeah. Emery now up to 3rd. Oh, Emery hits the wall hard and flips. Emery's going to escape, I believe.
Yellow's out.
Yellow flag is out. It's going to make it really interesting. It's going to be Grant Ryals, Petey, Bryan, Laydon, Pohlman, Emaco Man, Austin Conant, Hayden Richards, Mitch Moeller.
I think Laydon took a little spin there on the caution.
Yeah. Jim's going to have to tag the back of this one, but I mean, look at Austin Conant. He has went to the back twice now in this race, is back up to 5th now. I mean, who knows? He could have a shot at winning it, but I mean, he has worn a lot of tire trying to get back to the front.
You've got to wonder what's going through Bryan's head right now. Is he going to just stay behind, Ryals until the end, or is he going to just make that last lap dash for the win?
Yeah, I mean, he could pull a crazy slide job with about 1 or 2 to go and get by him. I mean, when they go out of 4 here, there's going to be 12 laps when they go by the stripe. I mean, 12 laps ain't a lot of time to get to the front, but I mean, Jim's had a really dominant car all night. He could have a good shot at getting up towards the front at least.
Grant pulls away from Bryan just a little bit, but Bryan's right back there on his back door.
Oh yeah, neither one of them's got an advantage here. I mean, you watch Petey, Bryan, and Grant. Bryan gets that little bit of an advantage in the corner, and maybe pulls up about a half a car length every lap on him. But once he gets to him, he really don't have a way to get by him unless he tries to go to the bottom. And he's probably not geared for the bottom, so it's going to be really tough to get by him on the top. And Ryals said, "I ain't moving down for you. I mean, I can block this lane up as long as I can, and you might have a chance of getting by me on the bottom." And there's going to be 9 to go when they go by the stripe. Oh, Grant gets pretty sideways. Bryan gets a good wall tap. Nope.
Oh, they hit hard.
Yeah, they touched pretty good coming off of 2 there. Here comes Pohlman for 3rd. Austin's running the top now to come back for 3rd. I mean, you got to think Austin Conant went to the back twice, already back up to 3rd. He's got a fast race car here.
Bryan gets Grant loose. Petey Bryan goes to the bottom. Can't make it stick. Grant's just too strong. Oh, he does.
Petey Bryan's going to make it stick on the bottom. They're both on the bottom now.
Yeah, I think Petey called Grant's bluff, and he went straight to the bottom again, but Grant Ryals going to try what he did the last lap.
Yeah, Grant's going to try to go to the bottom and get by. And he's going to pull up to his door, but just not quite have enough. Let's see if he can get a good run. Oh, almost. Maybe if he does that one more time, he may be able to clear it. Oh, and Bryan gets in the wall hard. Grant's going to get a good run and get him on there. Yep, he's going to get the lead back with only 5 to go. It's been a great battle between 1 and 2 all night long. Oh, and Grant's going to go to the bottom and block Petey from doing basically what Petey did the first time to get by. Grant's going to run the bottom and block it all up. And I think the bottom might be a little bit faster right now. Maybe not as hot because, I mean, everybody's been using up the top and only a select few have been on the bottom. So that cool track might have a little advantage. Oh, and Bryan gets off the wall hard. Grant's going to put a couple more car lengths on him. Only going to be 2 to go now. When they go by the stripe, there's going to be 1 lap to go, and Grant's got about 5 car lengths on him. Unless Bryan can get a really, really good run off one of these corners, he ain't going to have nothing for Grant Ryals. Grant said, "I'm just going to take it easy now. Let's see if I can win this one." This is going to be win number 2 of Grant's 2015 career. And Grant Ryals is going to take home the 2015 Bad Boy 98. It's going to be Grant Ryals, Petey Bryan, Austin Conant, Laydon Pohlman, Emaco Man, Hayden Richards, Jim Emery, Mitch Moeller, Austin Davis, Ben Nading, J.C. Floyd, and Tyler Hallum.